He was 64, tired and frustrated, not just with life, but with his own body. Every morning he'd wake up feeling flat, weak, disconnected, not a trace of the fire he once had. For years, he blamed it on age. He told himself, this is normal after 60. No man wakes up with morning wood anymore. That's just part of getting older. But deep down, something didn't sit right. Because while he was slowing down, his friend Mike, 2 years older, was somehow thriving. The kind of man who walked with a bounce in his step, eyes full of mischief. And Mike had no problem talking about his bedroom life. Bold, proud, almost cocky. So one day over coffee, he asked Mike, "What the hell are you doing differently?" "Be honest." Mike leaned in, smirked, and said just 7 words that would change everything. "It's what I eat before bed, man." That sounded ridiculous, until he tried it. Just one small change before bed. A simple, strange little snack that seemed too ordinary to matter. But within days, he noticed something. A faint stir in the early morning. Then a few nights later, he woke up and felt it. Hard, solid, alive. It wasn't a fluke. His wife noticed it too. The way he held her, looked at her, kissed her. That feeling he thought was gone forever, it wasn't. It was waiting, just hidden under years of poor blood flow and bad advice. Now, before I reveal exactly what this bedtime snack is, let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Henry, and for the past 30 years, I've helped thousands of men in their 50s, 60s, and beyond reclaim their health, vitality, and confidence without prescriptions, without invasive treatments, and without giving up on themselves. Because here's the truth no one tells you. If you're not getting hard while you sleep, your body isn't just aging, it's struggling, and it's not your fault. Modern life stress, toxins, and poor nighttime habits are stealing your strength silently. But tonight, that can change. Because in this video, I'm going to show you the exact bedtime snack that helps men over 60 naturally restore circulation where it matters most. Not only to get hard, but to stay hard, even while you sleep. It's backed by science, easy to prepare. And once you understand the reason it works, you'll never look at bedtime the same way again. But here's the thing, the snack alone isn't enough. I'll also show you the biggest nighttime mistakes men make that sabotage their performance, and the bonus bedtime trick that can lock in your results while you sleep. Stick with me because I promise this could be the last time you ever wake up feeling embarrassed, defeated, or weak. And the best part? You don't need pills, you don't need prescriptions, you just need to eat this before bed. The hidden truth about nighttime erections. Most men don't realize this, but there's something your body is supposed to do every single night without fail. Whether you're dreaming about a beach vacation, stuck in a nightmare, or sleeping like a rock, your body has a secret job during sleep. It's called nocturnal penile tumescence, in plain English, nighttime erections. Now I know that might sound awkward or even funny, but it's not. It's absolutely critical. In fact, if you're not getting hard while you sleep, that's one of the earliest warning signs that something is wrong. It's like the check engine light on your car, quiet, easy to ignore, but deeply important. Let me explain. During deep REM sleep, usually 3 to 5 times per night, your brain signals your body to increase blood flow to your penis. Not for pleasure, not for sex, but for survival. You see, your penis is made of vascular tissue just like your heart. It needs fresh oxygen and blood to stay healthy. These nighttime erections act like a cleaning crew, flushing out stale blood, bringing in oxygen, and keeping the tissues elastic, strong, and responsive. Think of it like watering a plant. No water, it withers, no blood flow. The same thing happens down there. Over time, if you don't experience these nightly refueling cycles, the tissues start to harden, not in a good way. They lose elasticity, collagen breaks down, and blood vessels become narrow and brittle. That's when men start noticing the weaker morning erections, longer time to get aroused, difficulty staying hard, lack of sensation, even complete numbness in some cases, and most men blame it on testosterone or age. But in reality, it's often poor nighttime circulation. Here's something that might shock you. You don't need to be aroused to have these erections. In fact, they happen automatically if your body has enough nitric oxide, low inflammation, and proper nervous system function. But when those systems break down due to stress, poor sleep, high blood sugar, processed food, or age-related decline, so does your ability to perform even when you're not awake. That's why this bedtime snack is such a game changer. because it's not about giving you a boost in the moment. It's about restoring your body's natural rhythm, the internal process that keeps your manhood strong while you sleep. It's also why so many men feel like a man again after just a few days of fixing this one nighttime habit. They're not getting younger. They're just finally letting their body do what it was designed to do. And let me tell you, when you wake up already hard, already pulsing with confidence and energy, it changes everything. Your mood, your drive, your relationship. That's why I say to every man over 60, stop ignoring what happens while you sleep, because that's when your manhood is being tested. Next, let me show you why most men are getting weaker every year without even realizing it, and how to spot the silent signals before it's too late. Why most men are getting weaker without realizing it. It doesn't happen overnight. There's no loud alarm bell, no sudden crash, just a slow fade. One day you're feeling solid, full of life and desire. Then a year passes, then two, and without even noticing, your strength slips away. Not in the gym, not at work, but in the most private part of your life, where it counts the most. And most men have no idea it's happening until it's too late. You see, the decline doesn't usually begin in the bedroom. It starts with much smaller signs. Cold hands and feet, especially at night. Getting up to pee more than once. Tingling toes or legs that fall asleep easily. Waking up groggy even after a full night's sleep. A general feeling that something's missing. These are the first signs of poor circulation, and poor circulation is the silent killer of performance, confidence, and connection. But here's the real danger. Modern life is engineered to weaken you. Let me say that again. From the food we eat, to the screens we stare at, to the stress we silently carry. It's all draining the very thing that makes a man feel like a man. Healthy blood flow. Just look at the average bedtime routine. You eat a salty dinner high in sugar and processed carbs. You relax with a few drinks or a sugary snack. You scroll through your phone, blue light blasting your brain. You finally collapse into bed with shallow breathing and high cortisol levels. And then, you expect your body to perform like it did at 25. It's not your fault. You were never taught how to protect your circulation, especially at night. But this is where things start to shift. Because what you eat and what you avoid just a few hours before bed can determine whether blood flows to the right places, whether your nerves send the right signals, whether you wake up firm and full of energy, or flat and ashamed. See, when I looked at the data from my clinic over the past decade, I saw a pattern. The men who were losing strength the fastest, they weren't eating badly during the day. They were sabotaging themselves at night. Late night snacks loaded with sugar, salt-packed processed meats, alcohol just to unwind, zero movement, shallow sleep, and absolutely no awareness of what their body was trying to do in the background. That's why I tell every man who walks into my office, if you want to fix your performance, start by fixing your night. Because every night your body is trying to repair you, trying to rebuild tissue, restore blood vessels, flush out toxins, boost testosterone, reset your nervous system for intimacy and stamina. But if you block that process even unintentionally, you wake up weaker each day. The good news, there's a way to reverse it. It starts with a snack. Not just any snack, but one designed to open up blood vessels, activate nitric oxide, and restore your manhood while you sleep. Next, I'm going to share a true story. A man just like you who thought his best days were behind him until he tried this exact snack. Let me tell you about James, because his journey might just be your turning point too. The science behind the snack. So what exactly did I tell James to eat? What kind of snack could help a 67-year-old man who hadn't woken up hard in nearly a year suddenly feel like himself again? It's not something out of a lab. It's not some miracle berry from the Amazon. It's something hiding in plain sight in your local grocery store. Watermelon slices with a sprinkle of cinnamon and a dash of sea salt. Sounds too simple, right? But let me show you why this combo is exactly what your body needs at night, if you want to restore blood flow and wake up rock hard. One, nature's circulation. Fruit watermelon isn't just refreshing, it's loaded with an amino acid called L-citrulline. L-citrulline converts into L-arginine in the body, which then gets turned into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is the master chemical behind blood flow. When nitric oxide is present, your blood vessels relax. They widen. They allow more blood to move freely, especially to areas that need it the most. This process is called vasodilation, and it's absolutely essential for healthy erections. Now here's where it gets powerful. Watermelon delivers this effect gently without shocking your system. You're not forcing blood flow. You're unlocking your body's ability to create it naturally. And when you eat it before bed, you're helping fuel nocturnal erections, the very ones that keep your tissue elastic, strong, and sensitive. Cinnamon, the secret blood sugar ally. Next comes cinnamon, not for flavor, but for function. Cinnamon is one of the most powerful natural ingredients for lowering insulin resistance and improving circulation. Here's the problem. Most men over 60 have some level of blood sugar imbalance. Even if you're not diabetic, slight insulin resistance can harden arteries, reduce nitric oxide, and block blood flow. Cinnamon helps fight this by increasing nitric oxide availability, enhancing insulin sensitivity, reducing inflammation in blood vessels, improving blood flow especially to extremities, and it works best when combined with a natural carbohydrate like the sugars found in watermelon. In fact, when these two are paired, it creates a slow-release energy effect during sleep. No insulin spike, no crash, just a gentle, supportive flow that keeps your body in repair mode all night. Sea salt, the overlooked electrolyte. You might be wondering why sea salt. Most people think salt is bad for blood pressure, but that's only true when we're talking about refined processed salt found in chips, deli meats, and fast food. Natural, unrefined sea salt, on the other hand, is packed with trace minerals like magnesium and potassium. These minerals help regulate the blood pressure, hydration, adrenal function, nerve signaling, which is essential for arousal. When you sleep, your body detoxes. You lose water, you lose electrolytes, and without enough salt, your blood can actually become too thick, slowing circulation even further. That's why a tiny pinch of sea salt before bed can help thin the blood, slightly improve vascular tone, and keep your cells functioning optimally overnight. Why this combo works together? Think of it like this. Watermelon is the engine delivering L-citrulline to make nitric oxide. Cinnamon is the stabilizer, balancing blood sugar and enhancing blood vessel function. Sea salt is the conductor, making sure hydration and minerals are in place for efficient delivery. Together, they create the perfect storm for overnight circulation restoration. No spikes, no crashes, no artificial stimulation. Just real food doing what it was designed to do: restore function. Supporting research. This isn't theory, it's backed by science. Studies show that L-citrulline supplementation improves erection hardness in men with mild ED. Cinnamon has been shown to lower fasting blood sugar and reduce markers of vascular inflammation. Electrolyte balance, including natural sodium and potassium, is vital for nerve transmission and vascular tone, two keys to nighttime arousal. And when taken together, especially 30-60 minutes before bed, these ingredients support more consistent nocturnal erections, improved morning wood, better sleep quality, reduced nighttime urination, enhanced oxygen delivery to pelvic tissues. Now remember, this isn't a silver bullet. It's a foundation. It primes your body, it removes blocks, it supports the natural rhythm your body's already trying to maintain. But there are also nighttime saboteurs that can undo all your progress foods and habits that might be quietly destroying your manhood while you sleep. Let's talk about what to avoid tonight if you want to stay rock hard tomorrow morning. Other nighttime snacks to avoid. By now you've learned what to eat before bed to help restore your blood flow and rebuild your confidence while you sleep. But just as important as what you add is what you remove. Because every night, millions of men unknowingly sabotage their manhood with innocent-looking snacks. Things that seem harmless, even comforting. But inside your body, they're causing chaos. Let's talk about the worst offenders. 1. Sugar-loaded desserts, cookies, ice cream, cake, even those healthy granola bars. Here's the problem. When you eat sugar before bed, your insulin spikes hard. That sudden blood sugar surge causes your body to release stress hormones like cortisol and shuts down nitric oxide production. And just a few hours later, your blood sugar crashes, triggering night sweats, restlessness, shallow breathing, interrupted REM sleep. All of these directly block nighttime erections, which are your body's natural repair system. Even worse, high blood sugar damages blood vessels, leading to stiffness, microtears, and eventually erectile dysfunction. A single sugary snack can set you back days. For 2, salty processed meats. That late-night pepperoni stick, the leftover ham sandwich, or even healthy jerky. They're all loaded with nitrates, preservatives, and sodium chloride, the kind of salt that spikes blood pressure and constricts your arteries. Instead of helping blood flow, these foods squeeze your vessels shut like a garden hose. They also increase inflammation and reduce oxygen delivery, especially dangerous during sleep when your body is supposed to be restoring itself. Remember, if it comes in a shiny wrapper or has more than 5 ingredients, it's likely working against your manhood. 3. Alcohol. Ah, yes, the nightcap. A glass of wine, a little whiskey, a cold beer before bed. It might relax your mind, but it wrecks your circulation. Here's why. Alcohol is a vasodilator at first, but then causes vascular constriction. It depletes nitric oxide and dehydrates your cells. It reduces REM sleep, which is when most nighttime erections occur. And worst of all, it numbs the nervous system, reducing sensitivity and delaying arousal. You may fall asleep faster, but you'll wake up weaker. And over time, that nightly drink trains your body to expect dysfunction. Caffeine after 6 p.m. Think you're not affected by a late cup of tea or coffee. Think again. Even a small dose of caffeine can delay your melatonin release, keep your heart rate elevated, prevent deep restful sleep, disrupt hormone production that's essential for testosterone and nitric oxide. Poor sleep, poor blood flow, poor performance. It's that simple. Even if you fall asleep, caffeine blocks the sleep cycles needed for repair, arousal, and hormonal balance. The bottom line: every food you eat before bed is either fighting for you or against you. The right bedtime snack, like the watermelon plus cinnamon combo, opens blood vessels, restores nitric oxide, and strengthens erections. But the wrong ones spike blood sugar, raise blood pressure, disrupt sleep, increase inflammation, and silently strip away your manhood one night at a time. So here's my advice. Before you reach for anything after dinner, ask yourself, is this feeding my performance or my problems? Because the moment you start removing these nighttime saboteurs and replacing them with foods that support blood flow, you stop aging backward, you start waking up stronger, and you begin to feel like a man again. Now that you know what to avoid, let me show you how to turbocharge your results. There are 3 simple things you can pair with your bedtime snack that will multiply your performance overnight, and I'll walk you through them next. Top 3 circulation boosters to pair. With this snack, you've got the bedtime snack. You're ditching the sugar, booze, and salty garbage. You're setting the stage for your body to do what it was designed to do overnight. But if you want to take it to the next level, if you want to wake up with steel-like confidence and keep it that way through the day, you need to support your blood flow from multiple angles. Because real performance isn't built from one change, it's built from a system of habits that work together. Here are 3 simple yet powerful boosters that you can stack with your bedtime snack tonight to amplify your results. 1. Light movement before bed on 15 minutes. You don't need a gym. You don't need to sweat buckets, but you do need to move, especially your lower body. Why? Because movement stimulates endothelial function. That's a fancy way of saying it tells your blood vessels to open up. It also increases nitric oxide production, especially in the pelvic region. Here are a few options you can do right in your living room. Leg raises while lying down. Hip bridges to engage your glutes and lower back. Wall squats or light bodyweight squats. Pelvic circles to boost flexibility and blood flow in the groin. Gentle stretching to open the hips and hamstrings. Even just 10 minutes of focused movement before bed helps. Improve circulation to your lower body. Prevent blood from pooling in your extremities. Reduce nighttime inflammation. Prime your body for arousal and tissue repair. And when paired with the right foods, it's like fueling the engine and revving it up before sleep. 2. Nitric oxide activating breathing. 2 to 3 minutes. This one's almost too simple to believe. Your body actually produces nitric oxide through your sinuses, but only if you breathe through your nose. So before bed, try this breathing pattern. 1. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. 2. Hold for 7 seconds. 3. Exhale slowly through your nose for 8 seconds. 4. Repeat for 6 to 8 cycles. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Rest and repair mode improves sleep quality and boosts nitric oxide levels naturally. You can even hum lightly during the exhale. The vibration increases nitric oxide production even more. This tiny routine takes just a few minutes, but it has a massive impact on the circulation to your brain and pelvic floor, vascular tone, blood oxygenation, hormonal balance during sleep. So instead of scrolling through your phone, try this breathing practice as your last ritual before lights out. E3. Natural blood flow supplements. This is where things get exciting because food and movement are powerful. But when combined with the right natural circulatory support, your body can do things you didn't think were possible after 60. Let's look at 3 powerful circulation enhancers. Pomegranate extract. Pomegranate increases endothelial nitric oxide synthase, an enzyme responsible for widening blood vessels. Studies show that it reduces arterial plaque, lowers blood pressure, and supports erection quality in aging men. Drink a small glass of unsweetened pomegranate juice or take a concentrated extract capsule 1 to 2 hours before bed. Key beetroot powder. Beets are rich in nitrates, which convert to nitric oxide in your body. Beetroot powder has been shown to lower blood pressure, improve oxygen uptake, boost endurance, and yes, that kind too. You can mix beet powder with warm water and drink it alongside your watermelon cinnamon snack for a double dose of circulation power. Pine bark extract pycnogenol. This one is especially potent for older men. Pine bark extract has been clinically shown to improve erectile function, particularly when combined with L-arginine or L-citrulline, which, as you remember, is in watermelon. It works by reducing oxidative stress in blood vessels, improving endothelial function, increasing blood volume to the pelvic area. It's also an anti-inflammatory, which helps undo some of the damage from years of poor habits. These natural compounds are incredible, but the real magic happens when they're combined in the right ratios with a delivery system your body can absorb efficiently. And that brings us to one of the most powerful additions to your bedtime routine: a professional-grade nitric oxide booster that contains all these ingredients in one easy formula. Let me tell you exactly what it is and how it's helping men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond wake up with more power than they've had in years. Doctor's recommendation Nitric Boost as a bedtime ally. If you've made it this far, you now understand something most men never will. Getting and staying rock hard, especially as you age, has almost nothing to do with testosterone alone. It has everything to do with circulation nitric oxide and how well your body regenerates itself at night. You've got the bedtime snack. You've started ditching the sabotaging foods. You've added movement and breathing into your nightly routine. But if you want to fast-track your results, or if you've had deeper circulation issues for years, you might need a little extra help. That's where Nitric Boost comes in. What is Nitric Boost? Nitric Boost is a doctor-formulated powder designed to naturally support hardness, stamina, and circulation by giving your body the precise nutrients it needs to produce more nitric oxide. And unlike cheap capsules or performance pills loaded with stimulants and sketchy ingredients, Nitric Boost is stimulant-free, safe, and formulated specifically for men over 50 who want to restore blood flow from the inside out. What's inside? Here's what makes Nitric Boost different. L-citrulline, the same amino acid found in watermelon, only concentrated to clinical strength. It fuels your body's nitric oxide production and helps relax blood vessels naturally. Beetroot powder, rich in dietary nitrates. Beetroot further enhances nitric oxide levels and supports oxygen delivery, crucial for nighttime erections and morning performance. Pine bark extract, pycnogenol. This powerful plant extract reduces inflammation in blood vessels and has been shown to improve erection quality and duration when combined with citrulline. Magnesium and potassium electrolytes that support nerve function, muscle strength and hydration, all essential for stamina and arousal. B12 and folate. These B vitamins support cardiovascular health hormone production and nitric oxide metabolism. Why take it before bed? Unlike most supplements that are designed to give you a jolt during the day, Nitric Boost is perfect for your evening routine. Why? Because nitric oxide production spikes while you sleep. That's when your body repairs damaged blood vessels. That's when it prepares for testosterone release. And that's when you experience your most important erections, even if you're not awake to notice them. Taking Nitric Boost before bed supports stronger nighttime erections, deeper morning wood, faster repair of vascular tissue, better REM sleep and recovery, natural hormone balance. Real men, real results. When James, the man I told you about earlier, started seeing improvements from his watermelon snack, I introduced Nitric Boost into his routine. Within weeks, he emailed me again, "Doc, I feel like I've rolled back the clock 15 years. My wife keeps giving me that look again." You know the one, and James is not alone. Men in their 60s, 70s, even late 80s are rediscovering what it feels like to wake up, ready, feel confident all day, and sleep with peace of mind, knowing their body still works. Why this works when others don't. You've probably seen 100 ED pills or gimmick ads promising the world, but here's what they don't tell you. Most pills contain synthetic vasodilators that force blood flow but burn out your system. Others include dangerous stimulants that wreck your sleep. Many use low-dose ingredients that never reach effective levels. Nitric Boost is different. It's crafted to work with your body, not against it. And when combined with the bedtime snack I've shared, the results can be extraordinary. So if you're ready to reclaim your strength, if you want to wake up hard again, and feel proud of the man in the mirror, then supporting your circulation with Nitric Boost might be the smartest move you make this year. Next, let's address the elephant in the room. Is this all too good to be true? Let's tackle that head on in the next section. Myth busting. Is this too good to be true? By now you might be wondering, come on, Dr. Henry, can one snack and a natural powder really make that much of a difference? I get it. It sounds too simple, too easy, maybe even too natural. After all, we live in a world that conditions us to believe real results only come in pill bottles or expensive procedures. But the truth is, most of what's keeping you from getting and staying hard is fixable. And no, you don't need pharmaceuticals to get there. You just need to understand a few things that the mainstream never talks about. Myth number 1. If it really worked, my doctor would have told me. Let's be honest. Most conventional doctors are trained to treat symptoms, not to optimize blood flow, nutrition, and nitric oxide levels. They're not bad people, they're just stuck in a system that favors prescriptions over prevention. Your typical 7-minute appointment doesn't leave time to talk about watermelon cinnamon pine bark extract and blood sugar curves. But the studies are out there. The results are real. In fact, L-citrulline has been shown in clinical studies to improve erection hardness in men with mild to moderate ED. Pine bark extract combined with L-arginine or citrulline enhances erection duration and rigidity. Beetroot extract is widely documented to improve vascular health and blood pressure. Nighttime erections are a critical biological marker of circulatory and sexual health. If you wait for the mainstream to tell you these things, you'll be waiting until it's too late. Myth number 2. I'm too old. The damage is done. Let me tell you something powerful. Your body doesn't give up, it adapts to what you give it. If you've spent years depriving your vascular system of the nutrients it needs, of course things have slowed down. Of course things feel weaker. But guess what? Your blood vessels can regenerate. Your nitric oxide production can restart. Your tissue sensitivity can return. I've seen men in their late 70s go from limp and lifeless to waking up hard as stone without ever touching a prescription drug. All it takes is giving the body what it's been begging for: oxygen, blood flow, nutrients, sleep, recovery. And that's exactly what the Snack Plus Nitric Boost combo is designed to deliver. Myth number 3. This is just about sex, right? Absolutely not. Yes, restoring your erections is important, but this is about your life. It's about walking into a room with confidence again, feeling sharp, alive, and masculine. It's about holding your wife or partner and knowing you can show up for them. It's about reclaiming your energy, clarity, and drive in every part of your life. When blood flow improves, so does your brain function, mood, sleep, digestion, hormonal balance, and yes, your stamina in the bedroom. So no, it's not too good to be true. It's just better than you've been led to believe. Now that we've cleared the air, let me share a bonus trick that thousands of men are using right before bed to lock in their results and wake up harder than ever. Bonus tip, the 2-minute before bed trick. You've cleaned up your night snacks. You've started moving and breathing with intention. You've begun feeding your blood vessels exactly what they need. Now let me show you one quick surprising bedtime trick that takes less than 2 minutes, but can dramatically improve your overnight blood flow and arousal response. It's not a supplement, it's not a stretch, and it doesn't require any fancy tools. It's called the pelvic reset, and it's something I teach to nearly every man I coach. What is it? The pelvic reset is a short, focused technique that helps loosen tight muscles in the pelvic floor, boost nerve sensitivity to your groin area, redirect blood flow into the lower body, switch your body from fight or flight into deep rest and repair mode. Why is this important? Because stress, poor posture, and years of sitting tighten your pelvic region, compressing nerves and vessels that carry blood to your penis. By releasing that tension just before bed, you're helping your body relax and restore full circulation during sleep. How to do it? You only need a floor or bed, no equipment necessary. 1. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat. 2. Close your eyes and take 5 deep breaths through your nose. 3. Slowly begin to contract your pelvic muscles like you're stopping the flow of urine. 4. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds, then release. 5. Do 8-10 slow controlled reps. 6. Finish with 10 seconds of gentle belly breathing. Bonus: after the final rep, gently massage your lower abdomen or inner thighs in circular motions. This encourages lymphatic flow and deeper relaxation. Why it works? Stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system, essential for arousal. Increases blood flow to your pelvic floor and genital area. Releases tension from tight muscles that restrict circulation. Enhances nerve signaling to prepare your body for nighttime erections. It's like pressing the reset button on your lower body just before your system kicks into repair mode. And when combined with the snack, nitric boost, and breathing techniques, it creates a full body environment primed for circulation, stamina, and natural performance restoration. Up next, let's bring everything together: your journey, your transformation, and your next step forward. Let's wrap it all up in a way that reminds you you're not broken. You're ready to reignite. Wrap up. Let's take a moment to step back. You've learned more in the past few minutes than most men will hear in a lifetime of doctor visits, late-night Google searches, and silent struggles. You now know why nighttime erections matter more than you ever imagined. How circulation, not just testosterone, is the key to staying rock hard. The dangerous bedtime habits slowly draining your power. And the specific bedtime snack that can reignite your performance from the inside out. But more than all of that, you've learned something bigger. You are not broken, you're just blocked. Blocked by poor habits, blocked by misinformation, blocked by a world that never taught you how to care for your manhood like it deserves. But now you've got the tools to break through. You've got Kinkun, the snack watermelon cinnamon sea salt to fuel nitric oxide production overnight. The circulation boosters like breathing movement and natural plant-based extracts. And a clinical-grade supplement, Nitric Boost, designed to accelerate your blood flow, repair damaged vessels, and restore performance at any age. And you've even got the 2-minute bedtime trick to reset your pelvic power and lock it all in. You're not missing anything. You're not too far gone. You're not too old. You are primed for a comeback. I want you to remember James, the 67-year-old man who sat in my office feeling lost, disconnected, and defeated. One snack changed everything. One decision gave him back his confidence. And now his eyes shine again. His wife smiles more. His strength has returned. Not because he chased a miracle, but because he finally gave his body what it had been waiting for all along. The right inputs, at the right time, with the right consistency. That's all it takes. So here's what I want you to do tonight. Make the snack simple, easy, delicious. Add a short walk or gentle movement. Breathe deeply. Take your scoop of nitric boost. And finish with the pelvic reset before your head hits the pillow. Let your body work for you while you sleep. Because when you wake up solid, proud, and full of life, you'll realize something that could change your future forever. You didn't need a prescription. You didn't need a pill. You just needed the truth and a little support. Your strength is still inside you. Let it rise again. This is Dr. Henry reminding you, your best days aren't behind you. They're just one night away.